Hello and welcome to Wellness After 50. Today, we're talking about a topic that almost every man faces, but few actually discuss openly: prostate health after 60. But here's the truth: it doesn't have to mean discomfort, pills, or sleepless nights. With 3 simple daily habits, you can protect your prostate naturally, improve your sleep, and enjoy more freedom in your everyday life. So stay with me, because your comfort, your confidence, and your independence may depend on it. Let me start with a question most men never hear until it's far too late. What if tomorrow morning you could wake up and feel no urgency, no pressure, no struggle just to empty your bladder? What if you could finally sleep through the night? No more 2 a.m. bathroom runs, no more stumbling in the dark while your wife turns over with a sigh. Now imagine this: the years after 60, free from discomfort, free from bottles of pills, free from the constant worry about your prostate. Because here's the truth nobody talks about: prostate problems don't usually appear because your body gave up. They appear because no one ever taught you how to protect this small but powerful gland. And if you're already in your 60s, the best moment to start isn't tomorrow, it's right now. In this video, I'm going to share 3 simple habits you can do every single day to keep your prostate healthy. No surgeries, no painful treatments, no overpriced supplements, just natural, gentle practices that work with your body's biology. We'll talk about how your prostate changes with age, why so many men struggle with discomfort, and how these habits can help reduce swelling, improve urine flow, and restore calm to your lower body. So whether you're already noticing symptoms or you just want to stay ahead of the curve, this is your guide. Stick with me, because your comfort, your confidence, and yes, even your sleep may depend on it. Habit number 1: hydration the right way. The first daily habit may sound almost too simple, but most men are getting it wrong, and that's hydration. Now, I can already hear you saying, "Doc, I drink water all the time. I've got my water bottle, I sip during meals, I'm not dehydrated." And sure, in a general sense, you might not be. But here's the catch: once you're past 60, your body doesn't process water the way it used to. What worked in your 40s and 50s no longer works the same way. When hydration slips, even just a little, your bladder gets irritated. That means more pressure, more nighttime bathroom trips, and more stress on your prostate. But here's the good news: with a few small adjustments, you can use water as a tool to reduce irritation instead of making it worse. In a moment, I'll show you exactly how. Let me explain what really happens inside your body as you age. Your kidneys, the natural filters of your blood, gradually lose some of their efficiency. They don't manage fluids and electrolytes with the same precision they did when you were younger. At the same time, your bladder becomes more sensitive, more reactive. Even a small amount of urine can trigger that urgent, gotta go signal. And then there's your prostate. With age, it naturally changes in size and sensitivity. That means every sip of water you take, especially at the wrong time, has a bigger impact than you might realize. So here's the key: it's not just about how much water you drink, it's about how you drink it. Hydration is about rhythm, timing, and consistency. Your body needs a steady, gentle flow of water, not hours of neglect, followed by sudden gulps. Think about a typical day. You're busy, distracted, maybe sipping a little here and there, but not enough to truly hydrate. Then evening comes, and suddenly you feel parched. So you start chugging big glasses of water, maybe tea or juice with dinner. By bedtime, your bladder is full, your prostate is irritated, and the stage is set for a long, restless night. What happens next? You finally drift off to sleep, only to be jolted awake at 2 a.m. with that uncomfortable, urgent pressure. You shuffle to the bathroom, wait longer than you'd like to empty, then crawl back to bed. A couple of hours later, the cycle repeats. Night after night, this constant interruption robs you of deep, restorative sleep. Your energy drops, your mood suffers, and your body struggles to recover. And it gets worse. Dehydration during the day makes your urine more concentrated and acidic. That acidity irritates the tissues around your urethra and prostate, adding to the urgency, the burning, and the difficulty emptying fully. Your prostate never really gets to relax. But here's the good news. With the right rhythm of hydration, everything changes. Start your morning with a warm glass of water, even before your coffee or breakfast, to gently wake up your system. Sip regularly throughout the morning and afternoon, giving your body a steady supply. Then, as evening approaches, taper off. Let your bladder and prostate settle so your body can prepare for deep rest. When you hydrate this way, your urine stays diluted and gentle rather than harsh and irritating. Your kidneys and bladder work more efficiently. And most importantly, your prostate feels calmer, less inflamed, more balanced. This isn't about drowning yourself with water. It's about treating water like medicine, using it at the right time, in the right way, with care and intention. So let this become your new rhythm. Steady, mindful hydration that works with your body instead of against it. Drink early, sip consistently. Slow down as the sun goes down. Don't wait until your body is desperate for water. Give it what it needs ahead of time. This one gentle habit can change everything. Fewer nighttime wake-ups, less urgency, more comfort, and a prostate that finally gets to settle and breathe. Now, let's move to the second daily habit. It's something almost nobody talks about, not with friends, not even in most doctors' offices, yet it is absolutely critical if you want to protect your prostate after 60. I call it daily pelvic mobility. To understand why this matters, let's picture exactly where your prostate lives. It sits right at the crossroads of your lower body, just beneath your bladder, in front of your rectum, supported from below by the muscles of your pelvic floor, surrounded by a dense network of blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatic channels that all pass through this tiny space. It's a busy neighborhood, but it's also an incredibly sensitive one. And here's the challenge. Most men spend the majority of their day sitting still. Think about it. You sit while eating breakfast. You sit while reading the paper, driving, working, watching TV, or relaxing in your favorite chair. Hour after hour, day after day, the lower body is trapped in the same position. And what happens when the body stays still? Stillness becomes stagnation. The pelvic muscles that are supposed to stay strong and supportive begin to weaken. Blood flow slows down, meaning less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach the prostate. The lymphatic system, which is designed to flush out waste and reduce inflammation, gets sluggish. All of this creates an environment where the prostate feels more pressure, more congestion, more irritation. It's like a neighborhood where the traffic never moves and the trash never gets collected. Sooner or later, problems build up. The solution? Gentle, daily pelvic mobility. Small, intentional movements that restore circulation, wake up the muscles, and keep the prostate's neighborhood active and healthy. The result? Your prostate becomes like a sponge that is never squeezed. It doesn't get the circulation it needs. Over time, it begins to swell, it grows irritated, and inflammation slowly sets in. And then one day, you start to notice small changes. Maybe your bladder doesn't empty as easily as it used to. Maybe your stream is slower to start. Maybe you wake up more often at night, or you feel a pressure you never noticed before. It often begins quietly, but if nothing changes, it builds year after year. Now here's the beautiful part. Even the lightest daily movement in your pelvic region can reverse that stagnation. When you move, you wake up the muscles that hold your organs in place. You invite fresh blood into the area, carrying oxygen and nutrients. You activate your lymphatic system, which sweeps out waste and eases inflammation. Suddenly, the pressure begins to release. Your bladder empties more fully. That heavy, nagging discomfort fades, and your lower body feels more solid, more alive, like waking up from a long nap. And no, this doesn't mean joining a gym or lifting heavy weights. You don't need fancy equipment or a strict workout routine. It starts with the smallest, most practical steps. A short walk after breakfast, gentle hip circles while brushing your teeth, standing up every 30 to 40 minutes for a slow lap around your home, rolling your shoulders, lifting your knees, or stretching your thighs. Every tiny movement is a signal to your body. This area is alive, this area matters. You can also add what's called pelvic floor activation. This is simply tightening and releasing the same muscles you'd use to stop the flow of urine. Slow squeezes, gentle releases. Just 5 minutes a day helps strengthen the deep inner support system that holds your prostate and bladder in place. Remember, these exercises are not about burning calories or building a six-pack. They're about restoring flow, circulation, and balance to a part of your body that has been far too still for far too long. It's not about fitness, it's about function. It's about keeping your body's internal plumbing smooth, steady, and free of pressure.
Now, let's move to the third habit. This one doesn't start in your bladder. It starts in your gut. And the key here is fiber, a powerful, natural protector of both your digestion and your prostate. Here's the truth. Most men over 60 simply don't get enough fiber. Our modern plates are filled with white bread, refined pasta, cheese, processed meats, and heavy meals that slow down digestion. What's missing? Vegetables, fruits with skin, whole grains, and seeds. And when digestion slows down, the trouble doesn't stay in your colon. It pushes directly on to your prostate. Why? Because constipation puts constant pressure on the prostate from behind. Hard or dry stool presses against it, crowds it, irritates it, and over time fuels swelling and inflammation. That makes urination even more uncomfortable. But there's another layer. A sluggish gut also throws off your microbiome, the community of bacteria in your digestive tract that regulate immunity and inflammation throughout the body. When this balance breaks down, inflammation rises everywhere, including in the prostate. That means constipation is not just an inconvenience. It's a silent enemy of prostate health. Many men focus only on urinary problems, not realizing the pressure is coming from behind. The good news? You can turn this around with a simple, natural shift. Real food fiber. Not powders, not pills, just whole living foods. When you gently add more fiber to your meals, here's what happens. Your bowel movements become softer, easier to pass. You stop straining, and your colon empties fully. That heavy, crowded feeling in your lower belly lifts. And most importantly, your prostate is no longer being squeezed every day. It's like giving your prostate a breath of fresh air. Each time your gut moves smoothly, your prostate relaxes, and your bladder has more room to do its job. Some of the best allies are fruits with their skin, like apples or pears, seeds, like chia, soaked or ground flax, warm oats to start your day, steamed vegetables, such as broccoli, carrots, or green beans. The key? Increase slowly and stay hydrated so your system adjusts with ease. A starring closing message. Here's the bigger picture. Protecting your prostate after 60 isn't about chasing a magic pill. It's about small, consistent habits that give your body what it needs. When you hydrate wisely, your bladder stays calm and your prostate soothed. When you move gently each day, circulation wakes up and inflammation eases. When you feed your gut with fiber, your prostate is freed from constant pressure. 3 simple choices. 3 powerful tools. And they're all in your hands. And remember, it is never too late. Your body is still listening. It can calm, restore, and rebalance. No matter how your prostate feels today, you can support it starting now. These habits aren't just about comfort. They're about protecting what matters most. Your sleep, your independence, your dignity. Because no man should have to plan his life around a bathroom schedule, or wake up 5 times a night, or feel his confidence slipping away because of something preventable. So take this as a quiet but powerful invitation. Hydrate early, move gently, feed your gut. These aren't chores. They're acts of strength, wisdom, and care for the body that has carried you this far and still has so much life to give. And if you found this message helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe, because your health and your well-being are worth investing in, one habit at a time. So let today be your fresh start. Choose water with intention. Choose movement over stillness. Choose foods that keep your gut light and your prostate free. Because the future of your health isn't hidden in a prescription bottle. It's in the choices you make every single day. If this video inspired you, I invite you to subscribe and join me here every week. Together, we'll explore simple, science-backed habits to help you feel younger, stronger, and more at ease in your own body, no matter your age.